Welcome to Lodge Pro, your trusted tax partner. We are here to simplify your tax journey with the help of advanced AI technology, making it faster, easier, and stress-free. Let's see how you can move and approve uncategorized expenses. Once you have completed the bank and AI sections, proceed by clicking the Next for Confirmation button located at the bottom right corner. This will take you to the Expenses section. At the top of the Expenses section, you will find a list of expense categories. Click on the Uncategorized tab to view a list of expenses that have not yet been categorized. At the bottom of the list, pagination options are available. Use these to navigate and review all uncategorized expenses across multiple pages. Next to each expense record, you will see a three-dot menu icon. If you wish to delete a particular expense, click on this icon and select the Delete option. The expense will then be removed from the list. You will also notice a Move button beside each uncategorized expense. To reassign an expense to the appropriate category, click on Move. A dialog box will appear. From here, select the relevant expense category and subcategory from the drop-down menu. Once selected, click the Move button to complete the action. To verify the expense has been moved successfully, navigate to the category you selected and scroll down to the AI Categorized Expenses section. The moved expense will be listed there. To include the expense record in the total expenses calculation, it must be approved. Simply click the tick icon to approve it, and the amount will be added to the overall total. If you no longer wish to keep that record, you may also delete it from this section by selecting the Delete option. Let's see how you can add an expense using the manual entry. To begin, select the expense category you want to add the new expense to. Scroll down and click the Add New Record button located on the right. A pop-up box will appear. Select the manual entry option. Fill in the required details including expense subcategory, description, expense amount, and business use amount. Once all fields are completed, click the Add New Expense button at the bottom right corner. The new expense will then be successfully added to the selected category and reflected in the total amount. The next method to add expenses is through the open banking method. Start the same way. Select the expense category that you want to add the expense to. Scroll down and click the Add New Record button. This time, choose the Bank Transaction via Open Banking option. At the top of the Expenses section, you will find a list of expense categories. Click on the Uncategorized tab to view a list of expenses that have not yet been categorized. Once completed, click Add New Expense at the bottom right corner. The transaction will be added to the selected expense category and included in the total. Let's walk through how to add work-related travel expenses step by step. First, click on the Travel Expenses category to open that section. Next, scroll down and click on the blue arrow to start adding expenses for motorcycles and heavy vehicles. In the box that appears, enter your vehicle make and model, then click Add New Vehicle. Once your vehicle is saved, you'll be prompted to fill in key details such as purchase date, purchase amount, percentage of business use, and depreciation value. To calculate depreciation, click on the Depreciation Calculator. A pop-up will appear. From here, select the depreciation method from the drop-down menu. Enter the first used date. Enter the effective life of the vehicle. The rest of the fields will be autofill based on your input. Once you're done, click Submit. Your depreciation value will now be saved and factored into the total. And that's it. You've successfully added your work-related travel expenses. To continue adding other work-related travel expenses, simply click on Back to Other Expenses. Now we'll walk you through the steps to add work-related self-education expenses. Start by clicking on the Self-Education Expenses category. Then click Next to Process button. Scroll down, and if you have any motor vehicle expenses related to education, click the arrow button to expand that section. In the box that appears, enter your vehicle make and model, then click Add New Vehicle. Next, just like in the previous section, fill in the following details: purchase date, purchase price, percentage of business use, depreciation value. To calculate depreciation, click on the Depreciation Calculator. A pop-up will appear. From here, select the depreciation method from the drop-down. Enter the first use date. Enter the effective life of the vehicle-ation calculator. The remaining fields will be auto-filled. Once everything is correct, click Submit. Your depreciation will now be saved and added to the total expense. Click Back to Other Expenses to add depreciable expenses. Then click on the next arrow button. Then click Add New Record. In the box that appears, enter the purchase cost. To calculate depreciation, click on the Depreciation Calculator. In the pop-up window, fill out the required details. Add a description. Select the asset type and select whether it is tangible or intangible. Choose the depreciation method. Enter the purchase date and first use date. Include any second element costs, if applicable. Add the effective life of the asset. Once all fields are complete, click Submit. Now input the percentage of business use. The expense will be added successfully. Finally, click Add New Expense, and your record will appear in the list. And that's it. You've successfully added your self-education expenses. If you encounter any issues, feel free to contact our support team.